We are live. As promised, I always bring you different journeys from different professions and different digital entrepreneur on my page. And this time I am fortunate to bring Dr. Susie on my page. To those who are actually not know who I am, my name is Melissa. I am a parent of two. I am originally from the Philippines, now living in Canada. I have a full service restaurant aside from running a business online. And what I have today is Dr. Susie. Hi, Dr. Susie. How are you?
I'm fine, Melissa. How are you doing?
Good, good. Dr. Susie, can you tell me about yourself? Just short introduction.
Absolutely, absolutely. For the benefit of people in Melissa's page and my new followers, I just give you all a very warm welcome. This is just going to be like a casual chat, basically. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. 𝐮𝐸𝐳𝐿. I am a business coach. I've been now doing this online business for 2.5 years. It's been the best decision ever. By training and background, I am a general practitioner here, trained in the UK. And I live here in the UK with my husband, who is a private chef by background, but now fully retired and doing the ministry. I was able to fortunately retire him within 14 months into the business. When I joined the business, I was doing it full time, like 5 to 6 days a week, my general practice. And now I've cut down to around 3.5 days worth of work over Monday to Friday. And we live also with our 16-year-old daughter.
That is amazing. That is so nice. When I started the business, I was very, very skeptical, like to the highest level of skepticism. I've seen videos like that, and I don't even finish the video. When they started saying, "Hi, hello, this is let's say Melissa, and I'm doing this," I stopped the video, I blocked them, and I closed them. And then, yeah, to make the story short, this business has been introduced by my friend, and I still stay plugged in. I studied who are these people. I studied what business is this. I studied if it is legal or not. Those are one of the basics and I said, this is, I'm very honest here. And I said, these people are the ones who are so gullible, who can easily be manipulated. This is the reason why they are in the business. And then while I stay plugged in, I learned that these digital entrepreneurs are coming from all walks of life, different professions. We have teachers, we have doctors, we have engineers, we have stay-home mom, firefighters, teachers, name it, and we all have in the community. And then like you're a doctor. So I told myself, okay, I am from the corporate world. If I am thinking that these people do not study the business first before jumping in, like, what am I doing? I mean, you're a doctor already. Come on. Even if it is not, everybody knows. It doesn't need special knowledge to know that doctor have high salary. Of course, it depending on how much work you do too, right? Doctor, you're saving lives. Of course, that's like kudos on you, right? But doctors, did you look for this opportunity, or what's on your mind? Why did you still have to build a online business?
Yeah, because it's as simple. Like, you're absolutely right. When I joined the business, I was actually earning six figures anyway. But the point is, money is not everything. For me, money wasn't it. My husband, I was earning higher than my husband, but he was earning just a few thousands less than me a year. So it wasn't like, so we were both high earners, but what we didn't have is family time. And
Mhm.
my daughter was suffering because she's the only child. So imagine if both mom and dad are busy, she's the only child, no one's there to listen to her. Like, and when we come back home, we are always tired, and then we are arguing because we are both tired and we are irritated and we are arguing. We didn't, the thing is, and when you work for somebody, you don't get holidays when you want to, because everyone wants the holidays when children are off of school and things like that. So you end up getting all your holidays rejected. There are times when, me and my husband went on separate holidays because we didn't get the leave at the same time. So when you think of that life as such, I'm like, now when I look at it and the opportunity this business has brought, it's so ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Husband and wife not able to go on holiday together because you don't get the leave together. So, what's the whole point of all this money if you don't have the time, if you don't have the, mental peace to actually enjoy it? Because I remember the times, even weekends, when you are by Sunday evening, I'm already thinking of Monday. Oh my God, I can just think about all the emails and all the work that is going to come. And to be honest, there are times when I'm like, I can't deal with all those, everything flooding in the morning. So on a Sunday evening, I start checking emails and things, because I do management role and all. When I started and all, I was doing, even now I do, but at much reduced hours. And you're when you're the boss, and when you're in management, the buck stops with you, basically. And so the thing is, there's nothing like holiday, because if you don't do the work, no one else does the work. So when you come back, you have so much. So you end up during your holiday also peeking at emails. And there were people asking me, Susie, you're on holiday, why are you checking emails? It's easy to say, but I don't want to come back and then spend 12 hours checking emails. I used to cry because one day when I opened, there were 100 emails. And things like that. It is, and plus I do see patients, so I do lots of things. And so you are always working. You're earning high, but you are actually working. It's taking every bit of you to do that work. And when I came to see the opportunity, I was like, is this even true? They're earning more than me, working less than me. I'm like, what is this? And but the thing is, because by the time I came to see the business, I was looking out for an opportunity because I was tired. My daughter once told me when we came back home, and my mom, what's the whole point, Mama? You being at home and not being at home, it's just the same. You don't listen to me. You're always angry. You're always frustrated. And as a mom, that's not something we'd like to hear. All the mom guilt, everything came back, because already when she was young, I missed her first steps. I was doing a night shift at that time when she started walking. So, and my mom took the video and she's sending it to me, and I'm like, and you're like, Mom, at least you could have waited till like I finished the shift, things like that. And you have all this mom guilt because, and at that time, she's 16 now. So at that time, you would think, there was no other choice. If you wanted to pay the bills, you had to work. And you tell yourself, I'm doing it for her. But now I look at moms and say, no, you have only one chance to be with your children, one chance to see them grow. Because like my daughter, next year she's going to uni, and then she's off, she's gone. And then, there's no point regretting you missed all that. And then there's no point regretting when they are 25 and 30 that they don't bother to call you. Fact of life. Fact of life. And then there's no point you working all those hours and having all that money in the bank because you have no peace. But the important thing is you need money, because money makes life, if you have time and money, it makes life a lot more easier. Money does make life a lot more easier. It does. But it also, from my point of view, money earned without dying and killing yourself making it is a lot better. And I just found an opportunity where even this month, I earned within a day more than what I earn as a general practitioner. And not even, that was within the first week of the month. And that is the potential of this business. Why wouldn't I? Of course, I love what I'm doing. That's why I'm still working. But I work now in my own terms. I work when I want to, how I want to.
Shucks. You nailed every details of it. When you say it's mom guilt, we're doing it for our kids, but we are not there with them, right? Because it's continuous. Me and my husband works at the corporate world before we acquired the restaurant. So knowing that you don't have a boss already, we are holding our own time. We can close the restaurant and go somewhere, right? But if we close the restaurant, it means no sales. No sales. We spend time with the family, but we don't have sales. So how are you going to run it, right? And like you said, sometimes I said, you see income more than to what you are making, but you're putting more hard work on it. On this business, like you said, one day income that you get. Same with me. I get one sale, I get one business partner, and that sale overpass what I am earning on a busy day here at the restaurant. And at the restaurant, we take orders, we clean dishes, we answered phone calls, we're running around doing bringing the food. It is a lot of work. I really never know that this kind of business exists. Like you said, too good to be true. I actually feel sad. My daughter is 14 now, and I have a 4 years old. And I said, if I only have seen this business before, I should have started. And we have the restaurant, and we only have one day off. And like you said, your daughter is going to the university soon. There will be less time spending, right, with them. And our days off at the restaurant is before is Monday, because Monday is the quiet time. But then Monday, we are at home, but my daughter is in school. And then there will be after school activity. So sometimes we will see her like around 6 p.m. So 8 o'clock, 8:30, she will go to bed. So 2.5 hours to see my daughter. So I told my husband, you know what, we have to change day off, not Monday. I know our weekends are busy, but we will wake up one day and she's ready to move out.
Absolutely.
So like I said, money is money, but as we grow older, it's the relationship that we are building with our family is the most important thing. So when I see this business and I see like, what? She's a doctor and she's doing digital business. How did she do that? Or she's an engineer and she's earning much money while doing engineer job. How is it possible? How is it possible? So that is when I studied the business. That is where I learned the business. And look, I am here, still here. I'm working on the business. Again, this is not a design 9 to 5, right? They said this is not an instant reach quick, but sometimes I think it is. This is not an overnight success, I'm telling you. But what you are earning from 5 years at the corporate, oh my gosh, staying here in the business for 5 years, you could imagine how much potential we get, right? But I know you are so busy, but how do you handle the time? You're a parent. How do you handle that? You're on the management.
Yeah,
You client.
obviously, I have a little more time now. But when I started, I was working 5 to 6 days a week. So I didn't have a lot of time. And that is the beauty about this business because of our automated system. And you need to put in the hours, like what you said, this is not a get quick rich scheme. So I was putting in about 1.5 hours. And when I say 1.5 hours, it's not like together. So it will be like before going into work, about 15 minutes in the morning. I'll just keep looking at checking emails, any queries or anything like that, checking like that. Then during lunch hour, because in the beginning we have to learn before we earn. So when I used to do my paperwork, so afternoon, morning we have a clinic, afternoon, lunchtime we do our paperwork, have lunch. So during that time, while I was doing paperwork on second screen, the training was running. So I was listening to the training as I was doing the paperwork. And if I felt, okay, this part of the training which I need to concentrate, I write down the time. Okay, from this time to this time, I have to go back and see it again. But a lot of things you can just grasp it, listening on the background. I learned a lot of things like that. Then I come back home, and then after dinner and a bit of time, then I spend another half an hour or 45 minutes, and that's it. And that's all.
Right.
And this is after a 9 to 12 hour shift. So that's how. And then in between, now what I do is I've become kind of like a pro with it. So sometimes, when I finish, if between, because we have back-to-back patients. So if I finish early with a patient, I have 2 minutes, I quickly look, because now I have a team. When I started, there was nothing like that. Now I have a team. So it's not just about me. So I look, okay, is there any important messages, something like that, that I need to answer, be there for the team? Or is someone querying about something? Even in that 2 minutes in between patients, I actually do the business.
And to add, right? Because me, some like many people is asking me, okay, you are a parent, you are doing the full service restaurant, and you're managing digital business. How do you do it? And I said, you know what? So it's not time management though, because like I said, like what you did, right? Every time that you see like a little minute that you could use for the online business, you will use it. And the beautiful thing about this digital business is, because I love what I am doing, it doesn't feel like work at all, right? It doesn't feel like work at all. Do you have any challenges on using social media? Because on this business, the main thing that we use is social media. Do you have?
Oh, my husband even the other day was saying, I can't believe you're doing this, because, and I tell people, and people laugh at me. I'm not a very, I don't like taking photographs or taking videos, but that if you come to my page, it's just the opposite. So people like, she's lying like that. So my husband, who I've known for now 24 years, and we married for 17 years. So he was like, I can't believe how you changed, because in our wedding photos, if you look, I'm not smiling, because I'm getting fed up of people taking our photograph, because I don't like people taking. And I remember a time when my husband used to plead, can I just take a photograph you and as a family, maybe once a year or twice a year? I agreed to. Otherwise I won't agree, because I don't like such things. And being in front of camera, my husband's the extrovert. My husband and daughter are extroverted, while I'm an introvert. I like being behind the scenes, listening and things like that. I like more like listening and getting on with work sort of thing. So when my husband sees what I'm doing, he's like, I just can't believe how you've changed. And yeah, I changed because I had a big why. My big why was when when there was a point during pandemic, my husband couldn't go for work and there was no income coming, and I was the only breadwinner. That was the number one thing that made me realize relying on a job is dangerous, is foolishness. Because what if you're ill, somebody's ill back home, and you can't do your work? Can you survive even 1 month without getting an income? And that would have been very difficult, and the answer was no. So then that means you need something in the background that's bringing you income. That's how I started. And then of course my daughter was becoming very unhappy that we are never at home, and things like that. So my why was and my daughter said that was my biggest why. I was like, no, I have to change. So my why was so big that I was no longer afraid of my fears, if that makes sense. It was such a big why that I was willing to make the change, willing enough to make the change that I was willing to try something which I never did before. And I should say that has empowered me, helped me as a person, made me grow as a person. So this business is not just about money. I, like you was, when we started, we were about to go live, you were asking, it's just going to be, and I was saying, oh yeah, I do it once or twice a week now for past 2.5. And, so imagine from a person who's never been on camera, don't like being on camera, don't like talking in front of the camera, to doing this at least twice a week. That's the personal development that came from me, and me being able to express myself as a person. And another thing is why I do it is I do it because I know there's a lot of people just like me, Susie, who was 4 years ago, and there are people like that they're thinking there's no other way to earn an income other than going to work, working for somebody for 40 years and earning, retiring at just 40% of your total income, which is hardly enough then to pay your electricity bill. And what we are trying to offer you is a program where I'm telling you I've been a doctor for 20 years, and what I am earning now after being an experienced doctor for 20 years, it took me that long to earn what I'm earning now, and I'm able to earn that income in a day. Why, just in within 2.5 years. This is nothing short than a miracle, and it's a miracle for me. It is nothing short than a miracle, and an opportunity God showed to me. And that, what does that mean to me? I will easily retire if I want to within the next 2 or 3 years, rather than working for another 30 years and retiring in something like a pension that's pants.
That's very powerful. Do you know, in our restaurant, that's very powerful because, like you said, bringing yourself out there is so easy now because you have a stronger why, right? It's the same for me. Every time that I am hesitant on, okay, should I do this? Should I do not? I will go out there. I will go out there because I know what this business bring to me and to others. I know how this going to help me. Not actually, it already helped me. It's so surprising knowing how much potential you still have. I mean, Dr. Susie, you already know that you can do so much, right? You can do a lot. You have proved that to yourself because, I mean, getting a doctorate degree, it's not easy. It's really not easy. So you already put out your full effort to becoming a doctor, and then becoming a parent. Becoming a parent and a mother is not easy as well. And you have nailed that too, and you proved to yourself that you could do it. And then now being a digital entrepreneur, and you know that you still have so much to give, that is not overwhelming, but it's a surprising realization that how much we can do, right? That there's so much I have here at the restaurant. Okay, today is Friday. Usually Friday, I am usually giving service to those people who are actually don't have time to cook or too tired to cook because it's end of the week. They don't want to cook anymore. And it's so hard because you could tell that they are living survival to survival, like paycheck to paycheck. That is the reason why they don't stop working, because they want to look at the opportunity. They don't, it's how am I going to tell you that, sometimes going live, I have hesitation to go live, but I am thinking, nope, I'm going to do this because I know there will be somebody there who might be listening to me, and will take that first step to check on the business, and hopefully they will see what I see on the business as well. Like I said, I thank God for not stopping on in keep showing me this business, because like I said, I block this video before. If it comes to my feed, I block them. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this because to me, I'm thinking it's selling, it's recruiting, it's net MLM, like that, those kind of business. So I block them. I completely block them. But then a friend introduces to me, and God uses my friend who I trust so much, who I know whatever success she have, she wants that success for me. That is the reason why I keep studying the business. But it's so painful for us parents. Okay, now I have the capacity to bring my kid in at the restaurant, right? Bring your kid at work because this is our place. So I could bring him. But we usually pass by, traveling from work to here, we usually pass by to this day, not kindergarten, but a daycare center.
Mhm.
It's so hard because they're really leaving their kids to the daycare, to the kids center, and they are so little. And then mommies and daddies who drop them off, they are still wearing their work uniform. And I am saying, I get, mommy and daddy don't want to leave you there. It's just they don't have a choice right now.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's so painful because you would see like 3 years old, 2 years old, they carry it in early morning because that kids center, that daycare center is open like 6 in the morning. And you could see the babies still sometimes like their
Half
hair is
asleep.
still not
They're half
exactly half
asleep. They're half asleep somewhere. I remember doing that also. She's half asleep, and oh my God, they're
but
half
they have
asleep, falling asleep,
yes,
and you're
exactly.
dressing
Okay, I
them up.
wanna Yeah, or
And then
they're
brushing
still on
their
their
teeth half asleep. We've
yes,
been there, done that.
yes, exactly. It's painful to see, right? For it's heartbreaking, but yeah, hopefully that's why I said even these young parents who have young kids, start it now, because so you could study the business. You mentioned it earlier, Dr. Susie. You have to learn now and then start earning. Enjoy the journey. See what you have right now and see what you could offer. See so how much potential you get. And imagine if you're a younger parent and then working at home, you could still see the milestone. You're never going to see their first step, right? You're not going to see it on the video. You're going to see it actually. This is good for us right now who are preparing for retirement, and this is good for um, retirees because
Yeah.
this is a networking company where you could meet a lot of people and continuous education, continuous learning. Okay, Dr. Susie, last words for those who are interested on doing the business and to those who already there but don't want to start. Any last message?
This is the best time. This is the time. And if you're hearing us right now and you're thinking, oh, this is too good to be true. Yes, even when we started, we thought this is too good to be true. But you know what? It doesn't cost you anything to get that information. Get that information and explore what we are doing. But so for that, you need to have an open mind. Even for me, when I first saw this platform and I'm like, they're earning more than me. That doesn't sound right. But the difference was, I was like, you know what? I am going to do my research, but I'm going to keep an open mind to the opportunity. And that's all what we are asking. Is this opportunity for everyone? Probably not. But what if it is for you? It is a wonderful platform for working parents. Wonderful, wonderful platform. And it's an opportunity for me. It is an opportunity that gave me my time back with my family, time back for the ministry and church, like what we do. We are very passionate Christians, me and my husband. So it's given us our time back with the Lord, and which was all missing because you are just working day in day night just to survive and have a decent amount and enjoy some luxuries, but you enjoy the luxury and then come back to all the stress. This is an opportunity for you to have minimal stress. Obviously life is stressful, but we don't want it more stressful because of the work and the hours that we put in. And this is an opportunity that will help you earn more than a doctor, help you earn more than a neurosurgeon. They're supposed to be the highest earners. You can earn more than them. And you have lots of real people in this business: doctors, nurses, police officers. The other day I was seeing a video on our business page about a police officer and she was talking about a video about how she's a full-time police officer and doing this business. And do you think people like us who have a registration and a license, even your restaurant, it has a license and things like that, anyone can report us if this was not a true business? And you've spent a lot of money for getting your license, and I've spent lots of years and tears and pain and sacrifices away from my family to do what I am doing as a doctor. I do not want to jeopardize that. And not only that, we live with honesty and integrity, and that means a lot to me in my life. And I wouldn't want to promote anything that's dodgy, and that is not going to help people out there. So tap into this opportunity. I think Melissa's put our website, so whoever you want, wherever you're watching us from, or far, just get in touch with us. Get in touch with us. Check this opportunity out. Do your research. It is good to be skeptical, but don't be too skeptical that you're not even ready to listen to somebody else's point of view. You don't have to agree with everyone, but you have to have an open mind to at least, or the decency to listen to what the other person's saying. So that's all from me. Over to you, Melissa.
Thank you, Dr. Susie. I could listen to you all day, and we could even talk here like the whole day. But watching us with Dr. Susie and me, watching us will not change your situation right now. You have to check out that pre information that we are giving to give that you are going to receive once you register your name and email address to us. Just check if this is for yours, if this is something that you're looking for. I hope we keep you inspired and keep you going on checking the opportunity out there. Just, you know, you mentioned, right, the legality and the integrity of the business, the value that it brings to us. I Before I end this video, somebody also asked me, what is this business, what you're doing? And sometimes you meet different people. Once you start saying what's the business, they will step backwards already. So I know they are not interested. This business is not for everyone. This business is not really for everyone. And then one time I have received not inquiry, but a casual talk as well, and said, I've seen you're doing online business. And what is this all about? I am interested, but I'm actually scared to put my name out there because and then she was shy, and then she said, maybe this is a scam. And that is what she told me. And I said, I am that right now, this is the only business that I have, the restaurant. And what do you think will happen to me if I scam people? If I bring in people to an illegal activity, what do you think will happen to me? And my face is already out there, and I have pictures of my family. I could tell every proof, but if you are not open-minded and if you're not going to look it out, if you are not going to educate yourself, then there's nothing for me to convince to you. So yes, like I said, this is a free information. If you have questions, you could message Dr. Susie or me, and then we are actually willing to help you, because like we said, this changed Dr. Susie's life. This changed mine too. I know it's a little cringy when you hear, oh, it changed my people's life, but this is an opportunity that it is in front of you, and it's a free opportunity anyways. It's a free information that you wanted to check it out. Check it out. Like Dr. Susie said, this is the best time is now. Yep, that's it. Thank you so much, Dr. Susie. Thank you. I know I should
Thank you, Melissa.
I said it's just a short video, but yes, thank you so much for being on my page and inspiring
It was a
everybody.
pleasure.
Thank
Absolute
you.
pleasure. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless us all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.